Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to the woods. Hello, Lebanon. Hello, Zevitz. Hello, Hylian. Hope you're all doing well and can hear me. I think everything is functional. Let me enter back into the game here. Tonight's gonna be a little weird. My house currently does not have internet. I am streaming using my phone as a mobile hotspot, so we'll see how this goes. As per usual, if I randomly vanish, it is because my internet has decided to explode even further than it normally does. So, I have everything functioning, I think, for the moment. It looks like I'm live. But if things explode, apologies in advance. I'm going to... Looks like... Okay. It says I'm still live. I'm going to assume that I'm live and jump on in. Let's get started. Yeah! Back again. I missed playing this last week. I missed Outer Wilds. Hello, Slate. Alright. Let's do our first marshmallow of the evening. And normally I have chat pulled up on my laptop so I can have another screen to look at chat with, but right now I have it pulled up on my phone. So if I miss things in chat, apologies. Everything's a little different this evening. There's more cords going on here than usual as I have more things plugged in an attempt to connect to some sort of Wi-Fi. Alright, I guess first steps here is I should take a look at the ship log and remember what happened last time, because it's been a little longer than usual. We found Feldspar's camp and made it successfully there and found the frozen jellyfish. Oh, and I'm hearing bad computer noises. Hold on, am I still live? Let me pause real quick. Let's pause and see if that's... Oh, okay. I might not be live. Oh dear. Well... that was fast. Uh-oh. Okay. Disconnect. Connect account. It's me. It's WilderMoss. Let me log back in. Why does it do this to me? I know why it does this to me. It's the internet's fault, but why? Why does the internet decide to hate my streams so? Okay, apply. And then I think I exist again. Yeah, I know. Okay, it's connecting. So it says. This is gonna be a rough night. Oh no. Oh dear. Connecting, loading, thinking about it. Do I exist over here? Oh, I don't. It's thinking about it. There's a loading symbol. Am I back? Okay. That was fast. I think I jinxed it by talking about it. But I figured I should warn people. That was speed run for losing internet connection and stream dropping. I think that was only like 2 minutes that I was in existence for. Let's see, if I reload this. Am I all the way back? Okay, straight back up. That, yeah, truly internet drop speedrun of all time there. That might continue to happen. I'll try to get things back up as fast as possible if it does. Apologies in advance. I think I caught it pretty quickly. I heard OBS do its little noise when it realized something was wrong. So I'm still looking at my ship's logs here. I haven't gone anywhere or done anything important. So let's resume. Alright, ship log, back. Yeah, so I was just looking at found Feldspar's camp and found the frozen jellyfish, and the ship log seems to think there's more to do here. Let's have a look at this entry. Feldspar documented their attempts to eat this enormous jellyfish frozen in the ice. The outside was all rubbery and tough, possibly because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Feldspar decided to venture into the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tasted any better on the inside. Apparently there is more to explore there. I guess I'm also supposed to go into the jellyfish's interior cavity. And I assume that's how I go to the middle of Giant Steep. Feldspar is alive! They crashed their ship and is now camping inside a huge anglerfish skeleton. Feldspar doesn't sound overly eager to return to civilization. They've been enjoying their relative peace and quiet. Or as peaceful and quiet as it can get in the center of a planet with a bunch of giant angry anglerfish who all want to eat you. Alright, well I guess if there's more to explore with the frozen jellyfish, that should probably be my first step. Let's head there, I suppose. Back to visit Feldspar. Where are the planets? Here are planets. Okay, Giant Steep. Where's Dark Bramble? Probably on the other side of the sun right now. I suppose I could use the map. The map that I keep forgetting exists. Oh, it's not too far. Okay, I just need to turn left a little bit. Should be... Oh, sun. Sun, you're getting awfully close. Sun, you stay over there now. Nope, okay, never mind. Whoops. You know what? This'll just mean I have more time in the loop to get back to that jellyfish. The sun took me out to give me more jellyfish time. Because by the time I get to Feldspar, there's usually not much time in the loop left before the sun explodes. So I'll skip looking at the ship's logs and book it, but not directly into the sun. My piloting skills got rusty in the week I was away. Alright, take two. At least we didn't crash back into Timberhearth this time. Usually it's Timberhearth that, we bonk into. Alright, sun. There's Giant Steep. The sun is there. We're not gonna hit the sun. We're gonna go to Dark Bramble. Alright, my phone is not showing chat anymore. How do I fix this? I want to see what people are saying. What if I reload? Yeah, there we go. Reload stream manager. Oh, hello, Ketiko! Journey to the center of the fish. Nice. Yeah, I bet certainly Journey to the center of the fish. Dark Bramble is... I'm curious to see, like... I bet somebody's mapped out somewhere on the internet how all of the different teleportation bits of Dark Bramble work. Like, what spots connect to what. Because there are... Oh, wait, I didn't do the... Uh-oh, I'm gonna bonk. Okay. It wasn't too bad. I'm not gonna bother fixing it. I didn't do the scout, which means I'll need to use the signal scope to find the right way. I need to find Feldspar. Where are you at, Feldspar? Alright. I'll use Feldspar's harmonica as our guide. And we have to remember to be quiet or the fish will eat us. It's not the red light we're heading towards, it's one of the other spots? Where's harmonica? It's not working anymore. That way? No? There we go. Okay. We're heading for that light. I don't see any fish nearby, so I'm going to give us a little bit of thrust. And we'll drift on over. Yeah, there's gotta be some sort of, like, mapped out path as to what in here connects to what that someone's drawn or written out. We're going to crash into this route. Okay, now that I know the general direction we're going, I want to be able to hear if there are fish nearby. Because that was my downfall. One of the visits in here was not realizing a fish was quite so close. Little thruster hops. Because we want to round this route. Oh, hello, Grizzly Baritone. Stream might be cutting out on my end. I have terrible internet connection at the moment. My house's router is not functioning, so I'm currently using my phone as a hotspot. So stream quality tonight might be not at its best. And I think there is a fish nearby. Oh yeah, okay. We're just gonna sneak and not stab. And I've lost my point of reference. Let's pull the signal scope back out. Signal scope? I want the Outer Wilds Ventures. There's no... Wait, there it is. That away. Okay. We're not drifting in that direction, so I'm gonna give it a little touch to the engine. Hopefully not enough that anything hears me out here. And phone, I believe in you. Phone is not giving me chat anymore again. Is stream still up? Oh dear, it might not be up. Let's Let's have a look at that. Ooh, I exist. Okay, cool. I closed out OBS all the way and opened it back up. So hopefully this will hold for at least a little bit. Let me adjust a few things here. And then for some reason my phone is still showing that I'm not live when I do manage stream on Twitch on my phone. I think my phone is a couple minutes behind real life. But I think I'm back. I can see my little avatar moving again. If it keeps struggling horribly, I might switch games to something that's less, plot heavy and try again later. But I would like to keep going with Outer Wilds for as long as possible this evening. So let's, while things are holding steady, get back to it. And hopefully my phone will decide to keep up. Let's see here. Can I make this window smaller so I can see the game and OBS at the same time to keep better track of if it's deciding to quit or not? Not really. Outer Wilds wants to be the whole screen. Okay. I will leave it as the whole screen and rely on OBS's noise to tell me if things are breaking again or not. But for now, headed back to Feldspar's camp. Drifting slowly. I guess if there's any good evening for my internet to be spotty while playing Outer Wilds, it's probably best that it's the least action-heavy portion, where I'm just sneaking around past giant fish. Or attempting to sneak past giant fish, at least. Looks like I'm pretty close to the first teleportation spot. Let's see, I don't want to bonk onto this root knot ball here, because that will be noisy. Let's... I kind of want to go through this bottom hole here. I'm drifting up, though. What did I hit? I hit something. Oh, I hit root spikes. Okay. Well, they didn't impale me, which is nice. Let's go... I'm gonna go for this hole here. The ship is making broken ship noises. I don't know if the fish can hear it or not. I'm gonna go a little bit more this way, as to not bonk on the side of the root. I keep calling them roots. They might actually be branches. This tree structure is weird. Or twisty vines or something. Who knows? There we go. Alright, I don't think there's a fish close enough to here. So we're gonna go a little bit up. I think we are gonna bonk into the roots, unfortunately. Alright, made it to the first teleportation hole. And then this is where there's fish, like, immediately. So I guess we're about to find out if they can hear my ship being damaged or not. Oh, I'm still cutting out? Oh dear. Let's see. Possible to lower quality of stream. I could try that. Let me pause and try that. Maybe that would help. Let's see. OBS. Settings. Stream settings. Alright, I can still see myself. And it hasn't buffered except for those initial few seconds. So we might be okay. Oh, I just understood. Beekeeper. Is that how you pronounce that? I just realized in chat. Welcome to chat, by the way. That's a fun name. I just put together how to pronounce that. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, this is a terrible first stream to come in on. Everything falling apart. Alright, let me have a look and see if my phone also decides that I am in fact online and live, and if so, we might be back. Okay, it looks like I did drop for a little moment there, but it came back pretty quick. So I don't think I'm going to stream for as long tonight, because I don't want any important story bits or discoveries to happen while stream is exploding. But I would like to at least get back to Feldspar's camp at least once to go back to that frozen jellyfish and figure out what else there is to do there. So while things seem to be holding stable, I'm gonna jump back in and attempt to make it to Feldspar's camp. Here we go. Back in. Let me pull out... Okay, I think the light in the middle is the one we're heading to. So I'll keep my little dot on the screen. Whoops, or try at least. In that direction. And... the fish cannot reach me in here. But I think they show up, like, immediately. Oh, and one of my thrusters is broken. I'll have to keep that in mind when trying to direct myself. Hello, Grizzly Baritone! We are hopefully back, knock on wood. I was able to change the bitrate once I closed OBS and reopened it and stopped stream there. Oh, I don't see the fish. I guess I'm not out of the way, all the way out of the little tunnel yet. Let's give myself a little more boost while nothing is trying to kill me. Oh, maybe that was heading towards the red light where the fish are immediately right there. Maybe I'm misremembering which tunnel we're in. Because we're headed to Feldspar's camp now, not to where the eggs are. I think that's it. I think the fish are immediately as you exit the tunnel, when you're headed towards the red light first. Alright, this looks like it's working. The fish don't seem to hear my ship's electricity. Oh, uh-oh. Impaled! Let me off. Let me off the spike. No, don't bounce. I want to go this way. There we go. Dodge the giant spikes. Whee! Wait, hang on. This isn't Feldspar's camp. What's going on? If I use the signal scope. Feldspar is in there. Okay. Scout launcher. Go. Nope. Missed. Scout launcher, go in the middle. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay. Scout launcher, I need you to meet up with Feldspar. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Good enough. Scout bonk. Error duplicate signal. That is A-okay. I just need it near Feldspar's camp because I forgot to put it there earlier. Now I head for one of these. Maybe that's why the big fish aren't here. Because I don't remember seeing that plant bit before. There's a suspicious lack of anglerfish in this area. So I'm going to be a little more generous with using the ship's thrusters now. Oh, we're gonna bonk a little bit. Alright, we're in layer 3. And the duplicate signals look to be in the same spot again. And I actually don't see any more anglerfish lights. I thought there were some in here. I don't remember there not being anglerfish. Or maybe I was just being overly cautious earlier. Oh, ex-beekeeper, you're back! Welcome back! I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I think the threes are E's in your name, and you are in fact ex-beekeeper. I hope stream is functioning for everyone now. I was able to lower the bitrate. And things have held thus far, knock on wood. You did seriously consider keeping bees, which is funny because you live in an apartment. I saw fireflies in Outer Wilds on the moon. We haven't seen any bees, though. Here we are! Feldspar! Places need more bees. Support the pollinators. Feldspar, let me in! Let me in! The teeth! The teeth are acting as barriers. Okay, I think I'm close enough to Feldspar's camp that the fish can't hurt me here, so I'm just gonna park right here. And I don't need the scout anymore. What up, Feldspar? Can I... Oh yeah, this is safe to exit here. I'll just land on the fish's teeth. Whoop, uh-oh. Gravity. Gravity, please. There we go. Gravity. Feldspar, I made it! let me actually, before I do anything else, let me get you on the signal scope, buddy. Yeah. Excellent. Now hopefully I won't need the scout trying to come back here later, but even following your signal this time didn't really work out, so maybe I do need the scout. Maybe the scout is important. Anyway, I'm gonna go investigate that jellyfish you found. Whee! Oh, bonk on the bones. Okay. Is that a fish? No. We're fine. Maybe there aren't any fish in this layer. Because Feldspar's ship is making noise and nothing's come to eat that. Bonk. Bonk. Alright. The jellyfish is this way, I do believe? Lots of bonks. And eventually it teleports me? I assume to somewhere else. Yeah, here we go. We're at the South Pole. According to the minimap. Which is interesting, because you don't get a minimap when you're in the ghosty, fishy area of the rest of the planet. That is a long way down. Would that put me back? Error duplicate signal ship? That would probably put me back if I fell down there, near Feldspar's camp. Oh, it's all icy. How am I liking the game so far? I am loving it. I feel like I'm pretty far along at this point. I've filled out quite a few bits of the ship's log. And I've uncovered many mysteries. So I'm not sure how long there's left to go. But all the parts I've seen so far have been really, really good. I'm very glad. Very glad to have finally played this game. I have owned it for a while and just never sat down and gone through it. And I'm very happy to finally have the chance. Hello, giant jellyfish. How... Apparently there's an inner cavity, according to Feldspar. Whee! Bunk. Alright, I assume... This? Yeah! Okay. I didn't get here last time. There's a note. I assume from Feldspar? Note to Feldspar. Do not eat this, even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love, Feldspar. Nice. Okay. Well, we've learned that the jellyfish taste terrible. And that they do, in fact, insulate against electricity. Which I kind of figured without this note, just based on Feldspar's initial note up top. Or recording, I guess. But this solidifies it. Okay. What else is in here? Is it just this jellyfish? And Feldspar's left behind materials? I'm kind of curious, actually. What if I just jump down here? Let's ice skate. Hopefully this does not deposit me into the mouth of a giant ship. What? Wait. Hold on. What? Oh, there's the sun song. I don't actually want to be in here without my ship. I'm going to get eaten immediately, I feel. I don't know if I can get back out. Let's see. I was on the outside part of the planet? So going to the center deposits you out here? 3 minutes of oxygen remaining? That's fine. I don't have 3 minutes of the sun remaining. Could I? Wait. Ow. Smack into the ice. Could I have gotten to that jellyfish without going to the center? Is there a way to get through the ice out here? I don't want to die in a giant spike, please. Which chunk did I fall out of? I assume one of the larger ones. Without my ship, I am but a snack. So true. It's gotta be one of those larger ice chunks where the jellyfish is located. So there's just some weird teleportation nonsense going on there. Wait, hello? Yeah, sure. I'm on Giant's Deep now. You know what? The sun is out anyway. I'll just go swimming for my last few minutes of life. Have a little beach vacation as the sun comes to claim me. Really well, cool clouds. You love this song? Me too. It's like impending doom, but also very serene. It's a very calm sort of song. Like, the world is ending and there's nothing you can do about it, and maybe that's okay. Forbidden hot tub. Boiling alive in the water as the heat death of the universe bakes the planet. Yeah, melancholy. That's a good way to describe it. Very, very melancholic song. Alright. Well. I was just gonna make it to the jellyfish and then stop because of the internet exploding, but things seem to be relatively fixed now that I changed the bit rate. So I might keep going, actually, if people are willing to stick around and bear with the potential of more internet nonsense. I'm curious now that it's confirmed for sure how to get to the bottom of Giant's Deep via Jellyfish Express. I would like to try that out. You've only seen it buffer once or twice with the new settings. Okay, I will... Let me make sure real quick on OBS that it is, in fact, also... Okay, it is. It is recording. I have the game recording as well as streaming, so that even if it drops out, I still have footage of what I'm doing. Recorded locally. Directly onto the computer. So that seems to be functioning still. So I think I am going to continue. Hello, Slate. Slate, I found the jellyfish again. Also, wait, before I do anything else, actually, I'm curious to see... Oops. I forgot I don't have my jetpack. I'm curious to see if I can tell anybody about finding Feldspar. Let's see. Hello, village people. I love this song, too. What up, Porfy? Heyo, hatchling! I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure amongst the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gossin open up a bottle of the good stuff. I would like to tell you that I found Feldspar, but I don't know that that's an option. I'm only seeking adventures amongst one star, actually. The other stars are too far away. Another metaphor ruined in the name of scientific accuracy. Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy your travels. Good luck. Thank you, Porfy. Who was I talking to Feldspar about initially? Can I tell you anything about Feldspar? Hello, Rutile. You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? They really don't explode as often anymore. Except they do when I'm piloting them. All I know is between the space program and Micah's model rockets, things seem to burn to the ground around here more than they used to. You have no idea, Rutile. Things around here, including the sun, seem to explode more often than they used to. You probably don't care about Feldspar. Jellyfish Express would be a good band name. It would. Hello, Nice. Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any of those other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? Tell me about the travelers' instruments. Oh, sure. I made all of their instruments, you know. Let me see. There's Chert's drums, Rybek's banjo, and Gabro's flute. And Feldspar's harmonica, of course, though Feldspar's been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Anyway, you hear music in space, that'll be one of the space program's other travelers. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. I want to tell you that Feldspar isn't long lost anymore. I don't know if that's a dialogue option for any of you, though. Actually, let me head up to the observatory. If there's anyone whose dialogue would change, it would be one of the people up there, I bet. You feel like it would be a funk band, the Jellyfish Express. 1 ticket for the jelly ride. Amazing. Any, like, weird, funny combination of words, I feel like makes for a good band name. Alright, here's the observatory/museum. You two are both here looking at the statue now that it's moved. Hornfells. Hornfells, do you care at all that I found Feldspar? You're talking about the statue. Still about the statue. Oh yes, here we go. I found Feldspar! You found Feldspar? And they're in Dark Bramble? Stars above, this is wonderful news. Thank you. Thank you for finding them. That Feldspar didn't immediately join you on your ship and return here is incredibly Feldspar of them. We were never entirely sure what Feldspar was thinking back then either. Still, we ought to fish them out of that dreadful place with all haste. I'll radio Gosson and have them prepare a ship. It really should be Gosson who brings Feldspar home. Again, thank you. You can hardly imagine how profoundly happy I am to hear they're alive and unharmed. Was there something else you needed? Tell me more about Feldspar. Feldspar was one of the 4 founding members of our Outer Wilds, along with our flight coach, Gosson, Slate the engineer, and me. As ground control and later the museum curator, I didn't work with Feldspar as closely as Slate and Gosson did. I can tell you Feldspar was absolutely fearless, though. Nothing scared them. Apparently not even giant anglerfish. Test piloted everything Slate ever built. It's a wonder Feldspar lived to see space, frankly, but they did. Flew all sorts of dangerous stunts and explored everything they could find. And then, one day, they just didn't come back. We don't know what happened, or where Feldspar went, or even whether they're still alive. Yes, you do, I just told you. It's been a long time since they left. Was there something else you needed? No thanks, I'm good. Take care! Alright, well, somebody knows where Feldspar is now, at least. So they must know about the time loop because the only reasonable answer otherwise is, you haven't taken off yet, right? True! How do they think I found Feldspar? If, from everyone here's perspective, I've never left the planet. That is funny, actually. Maybe they assume I heard a radio signal or something? But they all have, signal scopes too, right? Or they'd have at least one as part of the equipment here at the observatory, I would assume. So they could hear where the harmonica sounds were coming from. They've got all this stuff going on. All the equipment. I assume they could figure it out based on the harmonica sounds. That is funny, though, that Hornfels just takes my word for it and doesn't question how I have that information. Let's see, if I... Can I see Dark Bramble from here? Just fell off the waterfall. If I pull out my signal scope, can I just hear Feldspar's harmonica from the surface of this planet? Hey kid, sorry I hit you with my ship that one time. Hello. Alright, let's see. Let's test this out. Well, there's Chert and Esker. Here's Rybeck. Can I see Dark Bramble from here? There we go. Yeah! Dark Bramble. Feldspar. So I could have figured it out from the planet's surface. Hello, Esker. So there's a slight I didn't have to go around the long way there. There's a slight plausible explanation for how I could have gotten that information without having taken off before. It's still funny, though. Bram, go back to the waterfall. No, I don't need to sing this way back anymore. Alright, back to the ship. That is cool that the dialogue option does change. And that you can, once you found Feldspar, tell other people. Oh, this is a hollowed out tree. That's cool. I somehow never noticed that part before. I thought it was more rock, but no, this is a hollowed out gigantic tree. Nice. It's quite cool how they're all playing the same song in tune and in sync with each other. True. Across the solar system. They're all hitting the right notes. Alright. Let's put on the jetpack before I try to jump off something else without remembering I don't have it. And then just triple check that I got... Yeah, okay. I got everything there was to do with the frozen jellyfish. Alright. I guess next step is to head back to Giant's Deep, but on purpose this time, and hitch a ride on the Jellyfish Express. Off we go! Alright, not going to hit the sun, not going to bonk the moon. There's Giant's Deep. And I don't think we're gonna hit... Yeah, no, we're fine. We're not gonna hit Brittle Hollow on the way. I wasn't sure which direction it was moving in, but we're all good. Oh, we might hit the cannon, though. Uh-oh. Some very jumpy islands. Okay. Beneath the clouds. But not too fast. And I thought... Okay. Scouting out where the jellyfish are there any particular spots? They just kind of seem to be all around. I don't think it actually matters which direction I come at this from. So, back up. And a tornado that'll take us down. There's an island. Tornadoes? Hello? Nope, nope, that's the clouds. Too high. Oh wait, there's Gabbro. Actually, let's say hi to Gabbro real quick. I want to see if I can tell them about finding Feldspar. Oops, uh-oh. Didn't quite make the island. Bonk. Okay. Gabbro! Gabbro, guess who I found? Hi, Gabbro! What up? A few loops ago, a cyclone came by and tossed my little island into space. Dying like that was kind of unpleasant. Aww. I'm sorry that happened to you, Gabbro. I think your island gets tossed up into space fairly often, though. I'm not sure how it killed you that time. What's up? Can I tell you about Feldspar? I found something. Nice, nice. What you got for me? It seems I cannot tell you about Feldspar. I found your quantum poem. Oh yeah, the one in the woods. I remember writing that. Pretty fun, right? It works out to a good 24 poems. Oh wait, is that like the number of different possible combinations? Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, your island totally gets tossed out into space on the regular. This is not an unusual occurrence for you, Gabbro. You should learn this by now. We're just chillin'. Gabbro, I made it to the quantum moon. That was pretty cool. There was a body. That part was less cool. Hello again. Again. Let's see, what else were you going to say before we got swept up? When I'm done exploring, I want to make some more quantum art. Maybe some kind of creature sculpture that just, like, shows up while your back is turned and scares the daylights out of you. Gabbro, that would be terrifying. Go for it. Make an anglerfish quantum rock sculpture. That would freak everybody else in the village out. Alright, well, I guess I can't tell you about Feldspar, so I will be off. I also can't tell you how to get to the center of the planet, which I feel like would be relevant information for you, but oh well. Maybe I have to get there first, and then I can tell you about it. Oh, there's Spooky Jellyfish Island. Let's see, I need... what, a clockwise or a counterclockwise? I guess I'll just hit tornadoes until they take me up or down. Okay, so not that one. Let's try again. This one looks like it's spinning the same direction. How about you? Will you take me down? Nope, you're back up. Okay. Oh, wait, the cannon was right there. Maybe Gebro smacked into the cannon and that's how they died in that loop. That would be sad. Also, did that order tornado just disappear? Odd. Alright, are you an up or a down? You are an up. Whee! Ooh. The sun's not looking so good. I might not have much time exploring the center once I even get there. I did spend a while running around the village at the beginning of this loop, so that's probably what did it. Okay, I think... Uh-oh. Island! Oh, no! Island, no, let me go! Oh, I am stuck. Let me out, Island! The island smacked me on its way down. Oh, that's the statue creation island. Okay. I think I need a counterclockwise to take me down. You all look clockwise. Are you counterclockwise? Will you take me down? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Below the current. Now apparently I need to go inside of a jellyfish? I assumed they would electrocute me and were causing the electricity. But according to Feldspar's notes, that is not the case. Hi, buddy. Please don't kill me. Ah! Okay. Wait, that's what happened before. That's what okay. Well, what can I fix? Don't explode. How do I get inside? I need to be inside of a jellyfish, but the jellyfish break my ship. Also, where did the jellyfish go? Oh, there's one. Maybe I need one that isn't already electrified? They have those red spots where they go in and out. Uh-oh, here comes the sun song. I might not even make it down before the sun explodes. We might have another, boiling to death in the heat death of the universe. Okay, are you a jellyfish coming up? You are. And you are becoming electrified as you go through the layer. If I am on top of you, that probably doesn't do anything. I think the cavity is on the inside. Oh, you know what? They've got 2 layers of tentacles going on. Maybe I just need to avoid the outer layer of tentacles. And be on the inside. Okay, you keep going up. And I'll go down. And then... Oh, nope. Come on, ship. I don't want to hit... Yeah, it looks like only the outer tentacles are the electrocuting ones. But I think the sun's gonna kill us before I can make it into the jellyfish cavity. If I just sit directly under where the jellyfish is coming back down. Right here. Oh, but here comes the sun. Okay, well, I think I know what to do now. I just have to get here in time to do it accurately. Hi, jellyfish. Oh dear. We're gonna die together, jellyfish. What'll kill me first, the sun or my ship exploding? I think the sun. Oh, this is neat underwater. You can see the streams of light coming through. Okay, avoid the outer tentacles, I think is the answer. Maybe if I get out of my ship? That's a little spooky, though. Inside my ship feels safer. The sun wins. Yeah, the sun keeps winning. Grizzly, you find the clockwise direction's not helpful because it depends on if you visualize the spin from the top or bottom. That's true, actually. It does shift. Yeah, I just kind of went for it at random. And eventually one was successful. Alright, marshmallow for good luck. We will get to the center of that planet. Hi, Slate. It'll work out. We'll get there eventually. Just like with the cyclones. At least one of the random attempts has to work. Alright, not lingering around the village this time. Finding... Hello, sun? There's the sun. Okay. Not crashing into our home planet. Not crashing into the moon. I still want to get to the sun station. I assume I have to teleport there somehow, because there's no way I can land my ship on that thing. Where are you, giant steep? There we go. Alright. Autopilot, take me there. Hey, Hedgehog Morph, welcome back! You missed my internet going down repeatedly earlier. You arrived at a good time. It was a struggle to start stream today, but I think everything has been sorted. Knock on wood. We're making our way down to Giant Steep because I'm pretty sure I think I know how to get to the middle. I just have to fight some jellyfish to do so. And by fight, I mean Trojan horse. Where the jellyfish are the Trojan horse. Whee! Okay, I'm going to try getting underneath with my ship one more time. Knowing me a few more times. And if that doesn't work, I might get out of my ship and see if that works. Because when I got into the jellyfish... when I got into the jellyfish on Dark Bramble, I wasn't in my ship, that was just me walking. Are you an up cyclone or a down cyclone? You are an up cyclone. Knock on the wall of the Hearthians ship. Yeah, it is wood. I could, here, let me knock on wood. Knock on wood in real life and the game. Double the luck. Okay, so not that cyclone. Maybe this one? Take me down. Nope. That's up. Okay. Whee! One of these times it's gonna toss me up and smack me right into that cannon. Are you a down? Are you a down cyclone? Are you the one I just came out of? Okay, nope. Why do we even have that cyclone? Yeah, that does beg the question of why some of them go in different directions. If it's what I assume the same weather causing all of them. Another up cyclone. I feel like the majority of them... Oh, there's the cannon. That was close. I feel like the majority of them do fling you up, and there's less of them that'll take you down. Oh, don't want to crash into the island. No, thank you. Let's see. there's that big one that's hiding that island. The island with our rock friend. Alright, so if the majority of them send you up, and fewer of them send you down, then whichever ones are going the other way and there's less of are it. It looks like those two are spinning the same way. That one's spinning the same way. That one's spinning a different way. Are you a down cyclone? Yeah! Okay, that worked. That was a clockwise or counterclockwise, or whichever one is the correct version. Oh, you had a tip? Was it the... something about the clockwise or counterclockwise? I do remember somewhere there was a thing. I forget what led me to that clue. But that was the clue that I found in the game, was clockwise versus counterclockwise. But I can never remember which one it is. Alright. The jellyfish will come back down in this spot, so if I wait here... Am I sinking? Am I getting closer to the purple? Oh, wait, hold on. The jellyfish come back down to the red spots, so if I just wait on a red spot... Ow. Maybe I don't wait that close to the red spot. Oh wait, where'd the red spot go? Jellyfish! No! Don't go down without me! Dang it, okay. Maybe the red spot disappears when they get farther away. Also, the outer tentacles do move. Oh wait, this is gonna be another one. It's coming up. I should move before my ship gets electrocuted again. Right? What? Now that moved. Odd. Alright, where's another jellyfish? Oh, you think the core turns red for me too? Let's test that theory. Maybe it's just anything that gets close to the barrier. It makes a red spot for. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. That is me causing that. That's not a jellyfish. Because then if I move away, it goes away. You're so right. Ooh, speaking of jellyfish. The outer tentacles do have some movement to them, where they get farther apart and closer together. So if I wait till they're a little more spread out, maybe I can fit better. Yeah, like that. Ow! No, not like that. Okay. Let's fix the reactor before I blow up. Ow! Come on, planet core. You keep doing this to me. The reactor does not like that much electricity. Okay. Well, that jellyfish is a bust. Maybe I do need to not be in my ship. Maybe I do need to get out and just let the jellyfish take me on my own. And then hopefully there's oxygen down there, because if I don't have my ship, I can't breathe. Oh, the tip was about the downward cyclones being rarer. Yeah, I kind of figured that one, with how many were taking me up into the sky. There's some small context clues. For example... Oh, the panels on the wall of the ship. That's interesting. Hang on. Oh, wait, my ship is dark. I can't look at the panels on the wall. Wait, I have a flashlight. This one? I think that's all the comic panels in here about cyclones. Let's see, I got my map. I have oxygen refill, walk towards a tree. I assume this is what you're talking about. Electric Jellyfish, another good band name. It sure is. Yeah, any weird combination of words that you don't normally hear together, I think, are fun band names. Okay, I'm going to this red spot, or where the red spot would be, and sitting on it. And then the jellyfish will come back down. Ah! Reactor, I believe in you. Am I still in the right spot? Not really. The jellyfish is a little this way. Oh, the tentacles are spread out though. If I... whoops. Ah! Okay, maybe I had the answer, and the answer is don't be in your ship. Let's try that. Ship without internal illumination feels too eerie. Yeah, it really does. It's a little spooky, especially underwater here. Oh wait, the red dot is right there. Is that a jellyfish coming up or down? That is that jellyfish going down. Okay, so I missed that one. Before I get out of the ship, let's find a jellyfish that is actually accessible in time. Because being outside of my ship underwater feels spooky, and I would like to minimize the amount of time I am doing that. Oh, is that the island? Nice. Alright, jellyfish, you're on your way down. Let me hitch a ride. I hope. Jellyfish, please. Jellyfish, don't kill me. Yeah, okay. Well, that caused injury, but not terrible injury. Ship. Can I get back to the ship? I'm just kind of here. Ship, come back! How do I can't really jetpack very effectively underwater. Ship, get back up here! I can't go down? How do I go down? Ship, I would like my med pack, please. I have been electrocuted. Oh, here we go. Ship, let me back in. I feel like if I hit a jellyfish a second time, I will actually die. So before I have another attempt... Oops, uh-oh, too far. Too far! Ship, come back! Ship! Before I go back, let's get some bandages. Yeah. Okay, this is spooky, actually. But I can still use medkit. Attempt number 2. Jellyfish, please. Jellyfish, I beg. Let's get below you. This is probably uncomfortable for the jellyfish. But I do need to get down there somehow. Come here, jellyfish. Don't kill me, please. Okay, this seems to be working. Yeah, alright. We are inside of the jellyfish. The ship would not have fit. This is the answer. The ship was never gonna fit in here. This is still spooky. but we're rolling with it. Here's the barrier. I'm not being electrocuted. Are we through the barrier? How do I know? Was that it? Can I get out now? The sounds of electricity are less. Ship log updated. I must be through. Let me in. Oh, this is spooky. I don't like this. I would much rather be in my ship, please and thank you. What is this? Is this coral? Hello? Boarded the Jellyfish Express. Mind the gap. I'm going to assume this is coral. Coral makes sense given the general context. What do I do with coral? Coral, are you causing the electricity? Oh, that's what I do down here. I hope you have oxygen. Bonk. Do I still have to watch out for the jellyfish? Are they gonna come down here and zap me more? I hope not. Jellyfish are so weird. They're animals, technically, scientifically, but they're also nothing like pretty much any other animal. They don't have brains. Bonk. Okay, well, we found the piece of the cannon that fell down here, which should tell us... Oh, I do have to worry about jellyfish down here. Hi, buddy. How do I get in? Not there. Maybe here? This looks promising. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Nope. Uh-oh. I can't steer. Let me in. Little bit. Little jetpack hops. Okay, we're good. We're golden. Please have oxygen. Whee! Oh, another statue. Oh yeah, wait, I remember that statue. Because we saw this place in one of these things. One of the vision portal things. Strange biology, yeah. Yeah, jellyfish are odd ones. The entrance reminds you of a Chinese finger trap. They do look like that. A lot of aspects of the cannon looks like a Chinese finger trap. Ash Twin Projection Stone. This will show me probably the spot where I was to see here. Oh, wait. No. No, it does not. I have not been here. The masks are different. Wait, are there still 3? 1, 2, 3 who are lit up? And then 1, 2, 3, 4 who are not, and some blank spaces with no masks. Spaces moving very fast. What is that? There's a ring? Was that there before? I've seen the vision of this place. But the masks didn't have the extra light going on behind them, and I don't remember all 3 eyes being lit up. Okay. Spooky! The Space Council. They are deciding my fate. They might actually be, who knows. I think based on what we learned on the Shrine Island, the masks are connected to the statues, which are connected to individuals. So if 3 are lit up, one of them is my mask, connected to the statue that opened its eyes for me. One of them is Gabro's, who we saw We saw their statue on Shrine Island. And then this one has its eyes open. So that... there's somebody else who's also experiencing the time loops, who is connected to this statue, and I assume the third mask in spooky Space Council vision? Ash Twin Projection Stone. So that location is on Ash Twin somewhere. I've seen the vision of this place goes hard for being quite literal. Yeah! Yeah, it really does. I guess I should look at the writings on here. Oh wait, I need that. Come back. Okay. Wait, if the cannon... Wait. This piece of the cannon... Oh, uh-oh, here comes the sun music. Wait, I'll theorize later. Read first, theorize later, before the sun dies on me again. Yarrow. I have exciting news, Privet. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Raimi is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? Privet. We are! The statue here in the probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. On the other appendage, I am now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Oh dear. Once the probe determines the location of the Eye of the Universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Raimi. So, in here tells us where the probe is, and the probe tells us where the Eye of the Universe is. Wait, there's another thing over here. We're not gonna read that in time. Pick up launch module projection stone. Okay, show me where it is, real quick, before the sun takes us. Wait, we've seen this before. This is in the cannon. Oh yeah, because on the cannon we can see in here. So this is just the other end of that. Okay. Well. I'm going to take this back. And... you know what? I won't be able to read it before the sun comes. I'll be back! Now that I know how to get here, I'll be back. I can get back here faster now. Yeah! Now that I know the trick. Or tricks multiple, I guess. Tricks plural. I should not try to take my ship into a jellyfish. The jellyfish cannot fit it. I wonder if the jellyfish can even feel that I'm there. They don't have a brain. I wonder if they have, enough awareness of their own existence to know when there is another creature hitching a ride. Marshmallow for good luck? Slate, I have found so many things. I'll be back. Can I talk to you about Feldspar, actually? Hold on, before I go. There's our pilot, ready to get this beauty off the ground. Slate, I found Feldspar. Hey, what can I do you for? Oh wow, there's a lot of things I can say to you now. I think I've told you about the time loop, the autopilot, and your ship being a death trap before. Let's tell you about this sun. Do you care that the sun's about to go supernova, by the way? Oh yeah, the observatory has an exhibit about that. Between you and me, I glossed over some of the finer details. Astrophysics is really more Hornfels' domain. Me, I'm here for the rocket science and the marshmallows. I think I did tell you that before. I remember you talking about the marshmallows. Let's tell you that I keep getting killed by ghost matter. Not if you use your scout to detect it, you won't, you dumb idiot. Did you think I made that just so you could take pretty little pictures of trees? It has multiple uses. You're not going to acknowledge the I keep getting killed part of that? You do know you can use it as a light source, right? Stars above, please tell me you knew that. I did figure it out, Slate, don't you worry. Roasted. Slate's calling me out on my non-acknowledgement of most of the tools I have in my arsenal. Slate, it took me a while to realize I had a ship log. Let's see. The last thing I don't think I've told you is... Did you know it's just an endless void outside our solar system? Yeah, I'd stick to exploring our solar system if I were you. As much as I hate to admit it, our ships aren't deep space worthy. They are made out of wood. Alright, well, I can't tell you about Feldspar. But maybe someday I'll be able to tell you about everything else. Once I figure out whatever's going on with these time loops. Roasted like one of the marshmallows. I do just stick them directly into the flames. Nice. If the jellyfish have no brain, does that mean they just kind of exist without any self-awareness whatsoever? As far as I know, I am far from an expert on jellyfish biology. But I do know that they are technically classified as animals, but have minimal what animals normally have in terms of organs. They're animals that function more like plants, except they don't photosynthesize. They do, in fact, eat stuff. I know that they don't have a brain. I'm not sure about a nervous system. Where is Giant's Deep? There it is. Slate should have roasted me about not using my map. I do actually use the scout launcher. Oh, it's gonna take us into the sun. Autopilot, no! Autopilot, stop it! Ah! It's too late. Hey, wait, there's the... Oh, okay. Well, I almost hit the sun station. That would have been fun. I probably would have died on impact at the speed I was going, but I could have had a quick visual of what was going on there. Would you still love me if I were a jellyfish? Nice. Alright, well the last good luck marshmallow didn't do much for me, but let's do a more golden one this time. We know what we're doing. I'm not racing against sand or any similar nonsense, so I have time to make a nice marshmallow. See, Slate, I am capable of nicer marshmallows. I just generally don't. It's tradition. Gotta dive into the sun periodically. Just for kicks. And also because of the autopilot. I do blame the autopilot for that one. I have had some self-inflicted sun incidents that I take full responsibility for, but that is not one of them. That was fully the autopilot. Alright. Where did the sun go? There did the sun go. Where did Giant's Deep go? Hello? Giant's Deep? There's the moon. There's Brittle Hollow. I've got literally all of the planets except Giant's Deep in my sight right now. Oh, it's behind me. Somewhere. Hello? Giant's Deep, you're not the quantum moon. There you are. You can't keep jumping around. Sun dives cleanse the skin. No dirt left on you after that. Very true. Gets burnt off. The hottest new spa treatment. Sun diving. Oh, don't crash us into the cannon autopilot. Let the cannon pass. There we go. Okay, so the vision rock did show me the other inside portion of the cannon that we'd already been to. Whee! Splash. Hello, jellyfish. I'm back. Not that you would be able to acknowledge that or recognize it in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Before I start randomly throwing myself into water tornadoes. You two look to be going the same direction, so not those ones. We'll thread the needle here. How about these ones? You're going a different way. Let's try this one. Whee! Let me in. Yeah, first try! Now let's see if I can get into a jellyfish first try. That is a weird sentence out of context. Alright, that jellyfish is already too far down. That coral looks freaky from up here. It looks dead. Like the ghost coral. Hedgehog morph. This attempt of getting inside of the jellyfish with the ship reminds me of a joke about a geographer who was substituting for the biology teacher and needed to pull an owl onto a globe to be able to convey the course. Nice. Just making things way more complicated than they need to be. Okay, here's a jellyfish. Let me get close enough to... Yeah, okay. Close enough to not have to swim too far. Uh-oh. I think I'm too far out. Ah, I am! Okay. Jellyfish, please! I'm sorry, jellyfish, about that first time. Let me try again. Let me thread the needle. And by needle, I mean electrocuted tentacles. Okay, we're in. Not quite first try, but almost. I think we're getting through the barrier. I'm waiting for the sound of the electricity to die down a little bit. Okay, I think that does it. Yeah, okay. Goodbye, jellyfish. Thank you for your service. You made for a nice, if uncomfortable, taxi. You did electrocute me a little bit, so you will not be getting a 5-star review. You'll be getting, like, 3 stars. You did get me to the destination I wanted, even if I got zapped along the way. Whee! We're back! Much faster this time. Okay. I forget the theory I had earlier when I was talking and then the sun song started. I think it was about the statues. So there's gotta be someone else aware of the time loop if there are 3 statues with their eyes open, connected to 3 masks with their eyes lit up. I think is what that means. And the location with the masks is on the Ash Twin, which has gotta be related to the Ash Twin project. I plugged this into that and it just showed me the cannon up above. So this piece of the cannon is the piece that didn't break off when we see it explode at the beginning of each time loop. This fell down during construction? From what I remember of the other messages up above. They were working on... oh, wow, gravity. They were working on building the cannon, and one of the pieces fell out of the little bay on that island where they were constructing it, and fell through to the center. And this is that piece. I really do need to, like, line up the messages in a timeline. Let's see what this one says on here. Mallow. Imagine, Privet. The probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You will be the first to see them. Privet. I am honored and terrified. Privet. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Mallow. Fret not, my Nurus friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? Oh dear. Mallow, you can't say that. That's not gonna calm Privet down at all. Privet. I would mind, Mallow. I would mind, because if we won't be capable of retrieving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. So this conversation happened as they were building this section? Before it fell down to the center? Because when we see the cannon break at the beginning of each time loop, I haven't noticed any of the pieces falling to the center, so this piece must have been down here for a while. I think that's all the info on this side. Okay, so this is the tracking module aspect? Whoops, nope, uh-oh. Gravity! Gravity, I want this side. And I want this. There's the cannon. Yep. It shoots the probe. Where does the probe go? Retrieving data from probe 9, 318, 181. Visualizing current trajectory of probe, that series of numbers again. Good to see that the Nomai loved blowing stuff up too. Relatable. Yeah, I think the Nomai who were in charge of the cannon and the Hearthians would get along very well. Okay, there it is again. We're zooming out. Where's it going? Whoa! What? Hello? Oh, the Eye of the Universe. Did it make it there? Did Privet get to see the Eye of the Universe? Before whatever happened to the Nomai happened? A timeline really would be handy. Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched. Oh, that's like one continuous number. Okay. 9, 318, 181. So they've launched a ton of probes. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe, found by probe 9318054. Wait, what? the number is different. So, they launched a probe that found the eye of the universe, and then they kept going. 181 and 054 are different. Over 9 million probes. Yeah, 9,318,181. But they found it, or found an anomaly matching all known criteria, at least, earlier. And then kept launching more? Why would they keep launching more if they did find it? Well, I guess there's one more projection here to see. Hello. Symbols, runes. Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. So they did find it. Those are the coordinates. How do I read that? That's not a number I know how to say, if that even is a number. Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. I guess I need to find that spot on Ash Twin, and that'll tell me how to read it. So a probe did find— oh, gravity. So a probe did find what at least they believed to be the Eye of the Universe. They kept sending more probes afterwards for some reason. And this is the coordinates. Interesting. I think I'm looking at it upside down. I think I am meant to see it from the side of the floor it's coming from. So if the orb is over here, it's that from this perspective. Ah yes, CXN, my favorite coordinate system. Nice. Would be nice if they used XYZ. And we are at directly the South Pole of this planet. I don't know if the poles have anything to do with anything, but after not being allowed to go to the North Pole repeatedly on the Quantum Moon, I have been looking at paying more attention to which pole we're at on the planet. Which it looked like on Dark Bramble, our ending location was at a pole as well. So the poles of the planets are where interesting things happen. Alright, well my ship log has updated. I think that's all I can do in here. I think getting these coordinates are the point of getting down here. Oh, you think the compass can't show me as inside the core, so it just puts me wherever I am closest to the surface. So the probe still would be on the South Pole end of the core then. Even in that case. Or not the South Pole directly, but close to it. The southern hemisphere of the core. Yeah, all the islands kind of move around. So I don't know that the islands themselves on this planet— whoop, bonk. Islands themselves can be tied to one pole or the other. Can I get back in? I would like to take the Jellyfish Express again. Whee! Oh, uh-oh, too far. Gravity! Gravity, let me back. I want to make it back to my ship. Okay, heading back outside, through the airlock. Time to find another jellyfish. It is still spooky down here. I don't like this. My flashlight does a whole lot of nothing. Oh, there's a jellyfish. Are you going up or down? This coral looks like brain, and I don't like it. You are coming down. Get over here, jellyfish. Jellyfish. Jellyfish, will you be a better Uber than the first jellyfish? Come here, please. Come pick me up. I'll give you 5 stars if you don't electrocute me. Let me up. Let me up. Don't leave without me. Ah! Okay, well, you're not getting 5 stars, but... Ah, let me in! Jellyfish! Oh! Oh, you're getting 0 stars. You killed me. I think if you get murdered by your Uber driver, that is a 0 stars ride. Crispy. Very crispy. I hope I was a good snack for that jellyfish. Okay, watching the cannon closely. It shoots the probe, and it breaks up. Does a portion of it go below the surface? Because I'm pretty sure the part in the core fell there as they were building it and never made it up into space. However, there is the possibility that I'm just wrong, and it is a part that's attached to the cannon at the beginning of each loop and falls below the surface. Hi, Slate. A jellyfish killed me. I've been killed by all sorts of ocean creatures. And by all sorts, I mean 2. I mean an anglerfish and a jellyfish. Although the jellyfish didn't seem to do it intentionally. The anglerfish definitely did. Alright, let's check out the ship logs. Let's see what the ship has to say about all this. Maybe it'll remind me which scenario is correct on when that piece fell below the surface. Probe tracking module. Okay. Oh, I filled out this whole chunk of the web. Still don't know what's up with the Ash Twin project. Or everything about the moon. Or the sun station. Or the last escape pod. Or the ship the Nomai showed up in. So there's still a bit I don't know. But we figured out all this. Orbital probe cannon. The broken remains of a Nomai space station in orbit around Giant's Deep. There are 3 access ways branching off from the central hub area. The orbital probe cannon was created to find the precise location of the Eye of the Universe. Apparently they did succeed. The Nomai pushed the orbital probe cannon above its maximum power setting to create the greatest chance of finding the Eye of the Universe. So they exploded it. Slightly on accident, slightly on purpose. They knew it was probably going to explode. And kept going anyway. For science! Okay, that doesn't tell me when it fell, though. Because that would change the timeline quite a bit. The control module, recently, received a request from the Ash Twin project to launch the probe. So that's the launch that's happening at the beginning of every time loop. The cannon was aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory, because it does launch in a different direction each time loop. I have noticed that, just looking at the sky, as I wake up each loop. The probe was successfully launched, but the cannon's structural integrity was compromised in the process. Damage is detected in multiple modules. Launch module. The launch module is badly damaged, but its projection pool is still intact, which I did use. A Nomai named Mallow argued that it wouldn't matter if the cannon's structural integrity was compromised, since they only needed to fire the probe once. Wait, if they did only fire it once, then the firing at the beginning of each time loop is the once. So it didn't shoot in the Nomai's time? Huh. A Nomai named Privet countered that they wouldn't be capable of receiving the probe's data if the probe tracking module was destroyed. Wait, so they got... Hold on. The control module recently received a request from the Ash Twin project to launch the probe. So that is happening. The whole process of receiving the green light to launch. And the singular launch is happening at the beginning of each time loop. So if it did find the Eye of the Universe, then the Nomai didn't know, because they're totally dead. So it activated... How did it activate? I guess I do have to figure out this whole Ash Twin project then, huh? Tell me the timeline. The game. Recently! Yeah, great help, game. I'm going to take recently to mean at the start of each loop. Recently being like, today, as far as the characters in the game are concerned. Probe tracking module. The orbital probe cannon has launched millions of probes. It sure has. The 9,318,054th probe located a deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe, but they kept sending probes anyway? The statue in the probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project, so we do need to go to the Ash Twin project. I found Nomai coordinates marking the location of the Eye of the Universe, but how do I read them? I don't know how to go to those coordinates. I don't know what those numbers are. Or letters, if they're letters. Okay, so I guess the next step is to figure out what's going on with Ash Twin. Uh-oh. Did stream drop? Are we back? Are we so back? Uh-oh. The loading screen pranked you. Are we? Hold on. Let me pause here. Are we live? Are we not? Let's back out for a sec. I'm pausing the game. And looking to see if I exist. Uh-oh. My phone says I'm still live. Ooh, the computer does not. OBS, what are we doing? Okay, I'm gonna close OBS and open it back up again. Let me stop recording.